Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. I just wanted to do a tutorial for you that kind of befits the season that we're in. And when I was in Florida, I got a chance to take my mom out and kind of walk on the beach with her a little bit so that she could kind of regain some of her stamina and strength. And in the process, we got to see some beautiful sunsets on the Gulf waters. And today's tutorial is really about that. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to do a full face for you today so that you can kind of see start to finish the whole process. So I'm going to start today with my moisturizer, which is my Olay Complete. So I'm just going to put that all over my face. And I'm trying a new setup with my filming location, so be sure to let me know what you think of the new area and if you like it better, worse, and all of that kind of thing. Okay, now that the moisturizer has soaked in for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and use my Fix and Perfect by Rimmel. This is the 002 version of it. Just going to rub that in the areas that I feel like I have the most issues with pores and things like that. Now that that's had a chance to soak in, I'm going to go ahead and use my Dream Smooth Mousse Foundation with my Real Techniques buffing brush. This is 240 Natural Beige. And this really blends in very quickly into the skin. It gives me a decent amount of coverage. I really enjoy the lightweight feel of it. It takes such a minimal amount of product. Make sure you get all the way to your hairline. And blend it down with whatever's left on your brush. Now I'm going to take my Revlon Photo Ready Concealer in medium. And I'm just going to take my finger and tap it and then just conceal any place that I feel like I need just a little more coverage. Then I'm going to use my Instant Age Rewind Neutralizer 50 for my under eye area. Just a very light application of that. And then I just kind of pat with my finger. Now that that's had a chance to kind of soak in a little bit, everything's set up and adhere to the skin, I'm just going to set it lightly with my Balance and Brighten by Laura Geller. This one is in tan. And I'm just going to lightly sweep that all over the face just to set everything in place. Now, if you have dry skin, you want to make sure that you do not use a ton of powder because your face can get very dry and cakey looking if you do so. Now I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the Balance and Brighten and my Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to do a little light contouring. You want to follow the hollows of your cheeks. Just to add a little depth and definition to the face. Just like with shadows, wherever you place your brush first is where you're going to get your maximum color. For blush, I'm going to do a two-step process to make sure that it really lasts in the warmer weather. I'm going to start with this, which is the Dream Mousse blushes. I do think that these were discontinued, but there is another variety on the market. Take a stippling brush and just lightly put that on my cheekbones. You want your blush right on your cheekbones, the contour right under, and your highlight right above. Now I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to use Milani's My Type, and just lightly go over that to set that cream blush. For my highlight, I'm going to use Shade and Sculpt by Laura Geller, and I'm only going to be using the highlight shade. Get a little on there, and then I'm just going to dab it along the upper part of my cheekbones. Down the center of my nose. On my Cupid's bow. And we're good to go. For my lids, I'm going to keep them neutral, and I'm just going to use Wet n Wild Rose Gold, and this is one of the Mega Shine lip glosses. They're very creamy, they last a decent amount of time, and it just makes it really easy, especially if you're going to be out and about, just to have to carry a lip gloss and quickly go over your lips with it for touch-up. Now we're going to start on our eyes, and to start that process, I'm going to use my NYX HD Eye Primer. I really like this primer as an inexpensive alternative to some of the more high-end primers like Too Faced Shadow Insurance or the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Only takes a small amount, and then you just want to lightly blend that over the entire eye. Now for the shadows, a wonderful palette to have for this time of year is the BH Cosmetics Cool Matte Palette, and it really does have so many varieties of colors and options to choose from for this time of year. Our first color we're going to use is this wonderful yellow. It's a wonderful color for this time of year, and it really evokes spring and sun for me. So we're going to start right here with this color. And we're going to pack that on the inner corner. You're just going to pat and place that color. To the other eye. And you just want to make sure that you're getting all the way from the inner corner to 1/4 of your eyelid. To this color, which is a nice kind of orangey peach color. We're going to use the same exact eyeshadow brush, and this is going to go over the entire lid. You're just going to come right to where that yellow is and blend the two together by patting. And the tapping motion will just effortlessly blend that yellow and orange together. Another good option for this orange color is by NYX. It's one of their single eyeshadows called Sunset. And we're going to use a small crease brush. And then we're going to go ahead and go into this purple right here, second from the bottom. You're going to start by tapping this outer corner, tap up to the crease, and then blend over about halfway. Tap that outer corner, tap up to your crease, and then blend over halfway. Now I'm just using small tapping motions that I tap and pull, tap and pull, tap and pull. Now I'm going to take a big fluffy crease brush, bare, and just blend that outer edge and blend it over. the rest of the way across the eye. That way you have that purple fading into just a soft wash in the inner corner of the eye. Now I'm going to take a large shadow brush that's nice and fluffy, and I'm going to take this creamy color right here, and I'm going to use that as a nice highlight. Make sure you overlap that purple edge just a little bit to further soften it. Start right underneath your arch and then work it down. Now I'm going to take another small crease brush. This one is from e.l.f. and I find it ideal for highlighting the inner corner. And I'm going to take this kind of goldy color right here and highlight the inner tear duct. As you can just place this right in that socket and swirl, and it'll give you a perfect highlight every time. Okay, now we're going to add the water, and to do that I'm going to be using the Tenacious Teal 24-Hour Color Tattoo by Eye Studio that they came out with, which is the cream shadow. These can also be used as wonderful liners. Once I've loaded the brush, I'm just going to apply it like I would any gel eyeliner. We're going to wing it at the corner. And wing it. Now I'm just going to tight line the upper lash line and the lower rim. This is my Revlon Color Stay in black. Once I have that done, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the matte black that's in this palette and use a small smudge brush on the lower lash line. You want to kind of follow this wing out just a little bit so that it has some definition and darkness and pulls the eye up even more. And then close to the lashes, you want to go ahead and smudge that black shadow in lightly. Come out of the corner and smudge close to the lash line. Now you want to make sure that your lashes are very dark, so I'm going to use my Get Up and Grow mascara in black. This is a mascara that I have repurchased, and I really enjoy it, especially when I want a good volume on my lashes without feeling like they're weighed down or flaking off. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 good coats on. And then I'm going to do 1 light coat on the bottom lashes just to define them. Well, and there we have our finished look. I hope everybody enjoyed this quick tutorial and seeing the full process from start to finish. I think this is a great look for this time of year. You can really play around with this look and make it as bold and as intense as you like, or tone it down. Okay, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Bye.